Hello gamers, excited to be here and introduce to you another masterclass video after the positive feedback on the very last one. This one on a fan favorite in the World of Tanks community, the Leopard one, like you've never seen it before. Outpost is an interesting one, especially in this MM, because it's just really weird. It's double medium and a TD on top, but then some tier 9 TDs. It's a very interesting TD. MM, it's gonna be weird to play as well for me. I think I will counter mid first because I could definitely see in this MM a bunch of people drive towards the middle to try and take it, and maybe we can punish them from that and actually also delete them from this game altogether. It is a possibility. I think this road is slightly shorter, but I'm not sure. Like, I'm really not sure if it is. It could be altogether, to be honest. Shorter, but anyways, we go here. Depending on what we see, we might load HE and be ready to blast. Let's see, Squall, load HE, why not? Lower plate, 527. Mars is speaking as well, but not committing. It's fine. Might repeat the Mars. Will repeat the Mars. Artillery, 300 logically. ID doesn't miss for less than 500 these days. You know that. I know that. So, the Squall has the middle. But I may try now to... I think the 752s are not even playing that side. I might even try to retake the middle, to be honest, guys. Why not? The Mars is speaking that, because he knows he can. Why not? And... ooh, the DZT actually retook the middle. We climb this with relatively ease. That's just one of the things you can do on this map. We did take back the middle. They'll be taking the south away from us. That's for sure. Latchot spotted still. 3, 2, 1. Miss. But they also have a light. Pretty aggressive even. If we spotted that deep, they needed to have a light pretty aggressive. We need to hide a little bit now. But the 752s are playing south as well. Batshot's pushing up. Let's see if we can pick this without getting spotted. Okay, there's the bat. We can't shoot him. Okay, they have a light. Very aggressive, guys. Very aggressive. More like towards here, actually. Or even already on the ridge, but I would assume here. We have to take that into consideration when making our peaks. That we have to hug this part of the map really tightly. If we want to be able to do something. Bat, shoot, hit. The... even 90 will spot there as well. I'm just waiting for somebody to pick the ridge, to be honest. And am I permad? No, right? It's just a blind? That was a really weird blind. To be honest, that was a really weird blind. Bad shot again. Get the shot. He's still shooting. He will go down on time though, I would assume. Actually, he will not. Far enough. Good. Hit the third. 752 is reloading, even 90 is going under. Leopard 1 is safe because the rock's in the way. KPZ now progressing through the south, even 90 starting to clear. Load HE for the shot. Load HE. Miss it sadly. We have to go far back now because he'll clear our even 90. And we cannot stop him from doing that. They're still going to be taken through the south. Or Leo. With the other even 90, however, our other even 90 is infiltrated, let's put it that way. And has a pretty interesting position. And missed also. Those two guys are just going to duel it out. We're pushing A0. I'm just curious what's happening here. Let's not peek like too badly. 257 going under. We started the camp. Even 90 is still spotting. I wonder where the KPZ and the 752 went. They outspot me. Interesting. Interesting. So SU peeking the hill. We can shoot that. Give him a shot. Now the other even 90 is starting to clear. No, I was gonna say might have hit that, but we didn't. Our cap has started. So the KPZ is starting to kill the Udas. There's the 752. We can peek this slowly. Go back a little bit. We can still shoot this. He's gonna go behind the hill though, so we need to wide pick a little bit. Get a good shot there. That's 257 will be joining. We gotta check for the KPZ before we drop down. Like, where did he go? Where is he going? Do we drop down? Slow peak. KPZ is not here, so there's that. He's probably going to reset on his own accord. I don't have any blinds. We hit that shot as well. And now it's just about DPM trading out against the 257, to be honest. We don't really care whether we get shot or not. It's just about shooty, and try and get maximum out. And if we can get behind him, we get behind him, we shoot an HE shell. I mean, you know, it is what it is. Repair the fuel tank straight. Okay, the Lorraine and the even 90 will kill him. Together, yeah, they will. We are camping. We shouldn't really. 5.1, so it's a good game. I'm happy. KPZ, full HP, getting pushed by the STI. We still have cap, but that gets reset. I think the KPZ will see this and potentially just fight it out. Or go back. I'm not sure. I mean, he should see the CC. He sees the ST1 as well because he just shot him. So there's that taken into consideration. He's going to go back, but he's going to fight. So when we get behind him, we could put an HG shell in their spooper hole. They are fighting it out. That's good for us. We are still also like a 3-shot to the KPZ. So even if he turns around and focuses, fine. Intuition. Oh. Intuition back. Not intuition. Switch to APCR. Because, you know, you never know that you're going to get an ass shot again. Give that shot. Ram us. Beautiful. We do about the same ramming to him as he does to us because of controlled impact. And we get a 6.3 out of this. I'm pretty happy with that. This outpost game turned pretty good to start with. I'm quite happy with it altogether. Good game. Very good game. So when we look at it, we see a nice 6.7k battle coming out of this. Top of the board as well. And it's all in all a good game. I don't think we really made any mistakes there. Alright, it's to Yankee coming in without light tanks. Okay, it's going to be an interesting one. Heavy Department, Eskung, Type 71s times 2 and 75A for the enemy team. We have even 100 crown for 52k58. They have the better lineup to fight us out, but that changes when you look at the mediums because we have 430Us versus TVPs. Bliskovice. If we want to fight us out, we would win it. Is it something that's going to happen? I don't know. I'm going to start off by going towards the church to get a few shots here and there, left, right, everywhere. Because, again, this map is a slower map, so it will take a lot of time before anything really happens, in my opinion. But that's what we're going to start off with. Anyways, that's what we're going to do. That's what seems the plan. Split-wise, we have a few things coming with us. Not nearly enough to really challenge, though. Before to the users are going north. They don't have a light, so I can drive a little bit more aggressive pathing-wise to be there early enough to shoot the enemy team committing in, of course. But if we're going to get something out of this is the big question. We always start off by destroying that house if we can. Why? It's an annoying house that's in the way quite often. So I like shooting it. I do miss... Don't miss out on the shot of damage. He does spot us out in return. TVP is sitting there and clipping. I was going to peek it, but not necessary. This guy is also peeking out. We might finish. We do finish. And now I'm actually tempted to push in myself and start farming the Type 71 because by the looks of things... Ooh la 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 la. Ooh la la la. We're fine. He's tracked. He's going to get back around the building. Artillery fires. Our Bliskovice is peeking. But he's just peeking though. Oh, 1-1B all the way back in. Let him shoot the backsides of these people. Not sure why he's doing that. We'll get one more shot if I were stando. Give the shot against the 1-1B. 5A will finish. No, I will finish. Type 71 committing forward though. Mistake. Oh yeah, this ID. So I'm going to trade this out. I cannot trade this out. I'm losing all my HP for this. Very cool. The TVP was able to peek without being spotted. I should have reload advantage on him now. I am still going to kill this guy nonetheless. Find the kill on him, and now I need some of my teammates to push up and cover me. That was a mistake there, by the way. Ooh la la la, ooh la la la, ooh la la la. Ah, hey. Okay. Bad aim, actually. We're gonna be critical about ourselves. Let's be critical. Better. shot by the Leo for this though, so down towards the one shot, not ideal. Yeah, the part where I became a one shot is probably the worst part of this battle. The Leo sitting on top of the ridge here and blasting away. The other ID is also in the south though. I'm going to be careful here and hope not to get repushed, to be honest. But yeah, losing the HP is a... losing the last shot worth of our HP is the biggest issue there altogether. Otherwise we'd have 3k in a decent position, but the S-Wing's in a bad spot. He's in a bad spot. That's why he's in a bad spot. Because we can shoot him. I quite often play that position myself, but it's just... there's a very obvious counter to it, which is the south. And once they do take those positions, you are like, well, re-peeking? Not sure why he would do that, but yeah. Anyways, 758 might back off. We're pushing through the north now, which means that I want to be in position to shoot. The 758 in the back of the turret. I think this is too far. Ooh. 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 We're fine. What a beautiful shot by me, man. Tracking him all on purpose, guys. All on purpose. No, that was actually a beautiful shot. For a track. The fact that it doesn't do damage is like, okay, but it doesn't change that it was a really good shot. Trying that. Okay, I need to still getting spotted. The getting spotting part is the issue here. Yeah. Ooh, TVP. Peeking over. Almost tempted to load HE, but will not do it. Give a good shot there. Gorilla now. Peek slowly. Not gonna be getting a shot out of this though. TVP maybe again when he goes over the hill. No, doesn't look like it. We can peek this bush though. V5. Give a good shot. I don't think I'll be spotted. So V5 dies. Gorilla again. Give a shot as well. TVP peeking high. 758 cannot shoot us. DBV and Leo shouldn't be shooting us either. Give a shot. And now we could probably close with the ridge, to be honest. Like this. A bit risky. It's probably very risky. Oh, the DVBV, I didn't expect him to be sitting on the top anymore. Luckily he doesn't shoot us. Mistake. We can put it on a mistake because he could easily kill us. 758. Not gonna be open for a while. We can't peek the Leo either because of the TVP. Artillery, we do have a shot on that. Aim, shoot, score. Good stuff there. Now onto the Leo and the TVP, which is the hardest part here to get some damage out of this. I'm going to try it nonetheless. Got a good shot. TVP doesn't shoot at us. So I'm assuming TVP not in position. Ah, he's further to the right. He's further to the right. 7.8. You see, that's the difference there between being a one-shot and not being a one-shot. We get one more shot of damage for another one-shot. The last part was a little bit an eeny, meeny, miny, more greedy, though. Quickly thinking back to it, guys. Let's analyze the battle. We get 7.8k damage, which is amazing. But what did we make mistakes on? The peak against the Type 71. We didn't pen and we got killed by the TVP. That was the first mistake. The second mistake, going down towards the one-shot because we missed the ID on the first shot. That was the second mistake. Those mistakes cost us, I'd say, at least 2-3 shots of damage in this game. So the difference between a 7.8 and a possible 9k, to be honest. Alright, we get Mountain Pass now, which is an interesting one altogether. The MM is good though, so that plays in our favor. We gotta look at the heavy still, 277 versus I7. Medium department pretty evenly matched. TD department both have a dumb one. For Jetto, we see Type 68 versus Char, KPZ versus KPZ, Gonki versus PTA. We technically have the better brawling lineup though. But we will always be driving towards the south in this kind of MM. If it was a tier 10 MM, I'm not sure what I would be doing exactly. To be honest with you. Also, I can give you a very quick, cool update. I'm below 100 kilos now. This is pretty crazy, starting at 130. So, pretty happy about that. But anyways, back on track. If there's a lot of engagement in the middle, I may pick that. If not, I will just try to drive straight to my position over there, which allows me to shoot them coming in. I don't expect much to go down the middle. The bridge, I don't expect much there either in this MM. I'm not too sure. The only thing I don't like here is that my 277 is playing Glacier side. I think it's a mistake from the 277. We'll see if it comes out to be true, however, if it is a mistake in the grand scheme of things. Usually it is. So we peek wide here. We hold the angle to see if somebody comes across. But the IS-7 is also north. And there's a Leo committing down. So we're going to commit towards the middle as well. To maybe get a shot on him. The Brask is reloading. Intuition HE. Not going to get a shot on that. We gotta be careful because of the FV. So Meal spotted out. He gives one to my Brask. I give one back. He gives one to me. Amazing accuracy. And looking at the situation we find ourselves in, I want to take F1 early. It's a bit risky, but the whole fight in this game is through the north side of the map, which is pretty ass altogether. I don't even expect anybody to be close on this corner. I expect them just to be far back. Then we cross this over. We do get spotted out. We do get a shot as well, because they're ready for this, which... Intuition to HE for the Leo. Give him 530. We have a way better position than him. He can hit us, but we have such a better position. Give him another shot. Now we could have intuition back to APCR because he's going to die in 2 shots either way. Which also means we don't have to peek as much because he's a 2-shot. He hits this banger though. I mean, that was an actual banger. We hit it back. He's down towards the 1-shot now. HWK is getting pressured from behind. PTA is peeking. I cannot really finish this guy right now, but I'm wondering what the HWK is doing. The PTA is pushing back towards the bridge. He might be in the open at some point. He is in the open. Give him a shot. Kill him. So now it's the FV that's unspotted, which I'm assuming he's going to be in the base. Like every FV player known to mankind. We don't have a lot of HP left though. Oh, I7 repushing. We have a shot on this in a second. When we can go for engine on IS-7, we do go for engine on IS-7. Of course, the FV fired. That one's a pretty sad miss if you ask me. Charfutur's in the base as well. Our Eric is in trouble. I'm trying to see if I can get a shot on the IS-7 nonetheless. I feel like I might be able to. Let's knock over the 3 while we have time to be camoed. We do get a good shot. I was trying to wait there so he's no longer spotting when we shoot. So we can do this unspotted. And now I'm just going to be holding the angle against the position on the top. In case somebody gets proxy spotted, right, in a bad position, that I can just shoot them. If not, I can just push up myself. And see what's possible. I do believe that there is a Burask in this area. Yeah, there is. There actually is 100% is a Burask in that area. -1. -2. So we do have a little bit of time before the Burask reloads. That's a pretty sad miss if you ask me. But what can you do about that? Putting a few blinds into that because the Burask is coming off a reload. I don't want to be the one getting clipped. He's -2 again, so he's reloading. Which means we can peek. Give one to the WZ. We should even be able to finish the WZ, but the Burask is a big issue for us. Find the kill. Again, they're driving into the Burask, which is not really my problem, nonetheless. I can not really peek that. Brass -1. Brass -2. I have 1 peek in us. Give a nice 500 because the type is on reload. The Burask is on reload as well. Okay, now we have to start being careful again because of the Burask. We're really hoping we hit at least 1 blind against the Burask. He's 1-shot, so maybe we did. He dies to us actually, which is amazing, Imo. I didn't think that was gonna hit. I peek him, a V coming. I have 57 might slide down. No, not yet. So kill the V for maximum damage, and now we just go wide. Why? Wide? Because we can just shoot from here. It's not a problem. We can just shoot and actually get the shot as well. If we wanted to drive on the hill the regular way, we would never get a shot of damage there. So we even find no exit damage at the very end, but a good game nonetheless. not making any mistakes. Quick analysis of it. So when we look at the result, we did get a few blinds against the Barask. Plus 800 damage, so 6.5k. Pretty solid, to be honest. Arctic region, we meet... Arctic region, Glacier, we meet again. Alright, same story as usual on this map. Check for the mediums that can go up. They don't really have any. And then you check for the heavies. AMX versus 277. Well, even. I7 versus 758, 758 wins. 260 versus 357. For this map, I say 57 wins. And Skunk versus VZ, Skunk wins. E50 versus 140. Leo versus Progetto. DVPs versus this. And then a bunch of dumb tank destroyers. Alright. We will play on our usual rock here because it's already safe. If you play there, which is a possibility, it's not already safe. So that's why we don't like going there, because of course T92s, Bachelor 30s, they're all gonna hit between 300 and 500 because Wargaming buffed them without telling anybody. That's not confirmed, it's just my thought. Anyways. Yeah, I know. I wanted to stop for that and shoot it, but I was a bit late. PvP. Gotta check for the heavies though. There's one heavy. Yeah, you can try, but you cannot hit. 57 is clipping us unspotted because he's sitting in the base. Well, minus 2 shots worth of HP because of that. That's not good. He is not leaving his rock position in the base, is what I can tell you. Artillery, roughly there. Although, to be fair, he could be behind the rock. Yeah, I think he's behind it. You never know, but I don't think so. The other one is roughly there as well. I mean, I guess they're both behind this dune, though. That's what it looked like to me. That one may have actually hit the first one since it disappeared. We're playing game of waiting now. What does that mean? We cannot do anything. We're not really possible to brawl the heavies, and I don't want to. Because it's not good for us. The fight there? I mean, not much to explain there, guys. Shoot to 183. Crossing. But what we can do is wait for this to progress. It will take a while. But they will over time progress further and further and further, and when they do, they will be taking positions to spot all of these fantastic players at the back of the map. I don't want to challenge the STB, and I don't want to be too much in the open either for artillery, so I'm going to be pulling back. I could potentially rotate towards the heavies after all. I potentially could. One of the other options is to take the hill. Taking the hill, however, I don't see it being too productive between you and me. I don't really see the added benefit to our game. As in right now. But what it will allow, I'm going to do it. Simply to shoot the STB. That's the only option. The only reason. Oh, Forge 155. We'll just shoot him and go up. I didn't even get spotted, so he has bad view range. But now, together with the guys from Zero Line, this STB should be in a lot of trouble unless he ran away, which... No, he didn't. Give him a good shot there. He hits my fuel tanks, but he's getting crossfired in already. I will stand and take it. It just doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at that point. You gotta stand and fight and take it like a man. And once we get despotted, which should be roughly... Ooh, wait. We should be despotted. I waited an extra second because I was afraid that the Forge B was looking. If you're wondering why I decided to stop. I simply thought that the Forge B was looking this way. And I also thought it was an FV. So, you know. Anyways, good shots from us. Give one more to the 140. And now they will probably kill him. Without too much help of me. I'm still hoping we hit that blind earlier on in the battle. FV, if he goes back. He turns around. Wait. No. A little more. 140. Gotta check. No shot on that. 57 driving down. Give a good shot. And we were right in the beginning when we said a 57 is just sitting in the base. I mean, it was... I'd say it's predictable, but the only way he hits those shots is by sitting on the top. And that's, of course, the downside of the upper position that I was playing, is that it is weak against somebody sitting in the base where he was sitting. If the blind hit, it's 5.5k, and we're very much chilling. Again, in a very, very fast game. And the good thing about the Leo, at least, is it's so fast, it has good DPM. It's able to kind of keep up with the pace of this battle. Not really. At the same time, the RD is right in front of us, actually. Like, right in front of us. Come on. I know you're here. There he is. Oh, he's one shot. Struggling a little bit with the aim. I may have hit him. It might be 5.5. Because like the very first shot we did kind of disappeared. Finished the Progetto as well. And another good battle. Looking at it, we do have a little bit of blind on the batch already from the beginning of the game. Top of the board. Good game. Analyzing it. Again, not really any mistakes, guys. Okay, so we get Serene Coast. When we look at the heavies, we have an IS-4, they have a 60p, we got a 1-to-1, they got a 50b. Weird. We got a Bliskovice, and they got a Bliskovice, we got a DBV. So, a lot of things that are not in our favor. E75 versus 50p, 752 versus 703. They have the better lineup for C1. I would say that in this kind of game, we do not go challenge C1, personally. I say we take our time, we don't go for it. Why? Double ID. APZs as well. A lot of tanks there that could challenge against you. I'm a firm believer that Leo does the best when it's played medium range. So, taking that into consideration. A medium to close range even. But some games you gotta realize that it may not be worth to do so. We have an AX. We can always go back to C1, guys. We can always go back to C1. Running away from C1, however, is a lot more difficult. Our lightweight is not really opting of spotting, which, you know, it's whatever. What can you do about it? Nothing. You can sometimes get a shot here or get a shot here if your light is actually playing a stank. But in this case, I mean, you can't. When you look at this, I'm on a 350p, 50 EVP, and 50b. So they're very much not developed at C1. We're still gonna wait a second or two because the char is pushing up. He might get a spot actually, believe it or not. So we wait for that. KPZ might even run away. But since the char is also not really trying anything, we give a shot to the bat. The lucky timing for us there. There's a G-Star driving in the middle as well. He will be one shot. Finish the kill there. T49 coming into the middle now as well. We can go brawl. This G-Star tank is not really a problem. I'm also not really afraid of G-Star tanks between you and me. The T49 with the big gun, a little bit more scary. Force 155 could come in. KPZ recommitting back in as well. He misses. Okay, so KPZ is coming down. We cannot sit here because of the force, so we gotta make a decision. We have to go back. We can't sit here because of the force peeking that angle there. It's not a risk I'm willing to take that the Force could actually peek that unspotted, but the Force is running away. No risk, guys, still. When you see the Force make that move and you know that he's going to be able to shoot you, you do not mess around with the horns, otherwise you get the bull. We finish the KPZ. We normally would go for the G-Sir in terms of HP, but would mean we take another shot. We almost were loaded for that as well. The Force will still be running. The Bliskovice is in position here. I think we have time to jump this guy before the rest of the enemies are really in position. Finish him off, and now we gotta go safe from 9-0 line mainly, because they have had it for free. And get in position to shoot the Force and shoot the artilleries, of course. And the only good thing about this battle is that we are a fast tank, which means we can maybe keep up with the pace of it. We have a good HE shell against the Char. Couldn't tell you that I was gonna load HE, but as moment I spotted the Char, I'm like, okay, HE might be the option here. M53, give a good shot as well. Now the Force probably kept running. Yeah, he did get spotted roughly at the same time, because otherwise I feel like he would have shot at us already. He's in a position where we can probably, or should possibly, be able to shoot him as well. He gets spotted down. Give him a shot as well. There's the second early. We spot out the 60 TP as well. A 50B. We're just going to shoot the Force again though. Give the Force a shot. And from here, in this position that I drove to, we can kind of peek hold down. Yeah, I know, Leo, he'll hold on. Haha, funny. But my point stands nonetheless. And give a shot to the 50B. 1-to-1 speaks are impressively bad, guys, to be honest with you. We can also peek the M103, kill him. And when we see a moment to push up, we really should be pushing up, to be honest. I just don't really know when my moment is too much to the side. It's 60p fired, so instead of pushing up, we may actually just go wide and try it this way. Try and go behind the road and play pull down roughly in the water to try and get some sort of a... Not complete, like it's not possible. I don't come to this part of the map, so I don't know what's possible and what's not. We find the kill. 5.3, 60p misses us again. One more shot, let's start aiming it. He's on fire, that's due to us hitting his fuel tanks earlier. 5.3. 5.3 in this kind of game is a fantastic result, guys, to be honest. So looking at the result here, guys, 5.3. Again, I don't think we made any mistakes worth talking about. This could be a tough Erlenberg, because it has 4 light tanks, which is, yeah. Lighting department, they win. Even. TD department, we win because we're Bliska, Vitska, and Yakpanda to brawl. Medium department, we technically also win because we're the better mediums to brawl. Then the heavy department, it's a little bit of everything on both sides. I'd say ours is still slightly better though for just pure single shooting brawls. I will go fight with my Leo. I shall fight, and all 4 lights are on 1-2 line. That's a good start for us, which means A0 is completely open for the enemy team. This may be something to watch out for later in the game, to be honest. And I was thinking about going where the Sheridan was to get a shot on the crossing. I opted not to do it, and I might end up regretting that. It's possible. I do know that there's a secondary angle here, though, that I could be holding, and I should have been holding. I don't hit the shot because I got distracted by the CS, but yeah, you could see there is a shot there, and I realistically should have taken that shot as well. But it is what it is. Good peek, quick peek, hard for the 60p to react to when I'm coming out of Fade, kind of. He's gonna go back, Esquimp is gonna push him back, they're all their heavies. And no more shots on this. Bliskowitz is holding 0 lines, Yes is already low HP. It is, however, going to be a hard game for us. And I will want to go here behind, and I think many of you have already seen this in the past, and it will not be the first time you see this position come into effect. But I am going to start looking for a few shots. Not against the 60p, against the 705A. I spot out the 57 holding the angle. Oof. That's pretty sad. I really was gonna make the play as well, the peak. But the 57 is kind of blocking us off from this altogether, sadly. Very, very sadly. He's in a good position to counter me trying to peek the 705A. He's holding us down, so there's that. And he may be open to us in a second. Okay, he spots us out, actually. And yeah, like I said, 0 line is kind of open. I said this earlier already. EBR, retaliate instantly. 57, probably not peeking, we could shoot a CS. We miss. 57 is now peeking as well. Garo has shots on us, we're in a little bit of trouble. Another bounce against the 57, pretty sad if you ask me. Cannot really peek anymore. What I was speaking before, because those medium tanks on the 0 line are holding that angle. I'm just a bit afraid of the 60p as well, who's not really doing anything. But the CS T100 dies. 350 is low, Karo peeking on the top. Maybe we can punish this nonetheless. We have a shot, we hit it, good. Very nice. There is probably still an EBR up there, roughly in the same position as he was before. 60p is starting to aggro forward. So we would like to shoot that. Do not get a shot there. Repair kit available or not? We go wide a little bit. Wait, we can still do this. With the track? No, not with track, okay. So we do find a shot nonetheless. Yes and Karo are going back. I can maybe peek the CS after all. I can. The EBR is still in position there, nonetheless. A pretty sad miss, that one. Centurion peeking that, Karo peeking the top. The EBR is just... Oh, there he was. Sadly, I was not able to shoot him for that. Now I should be able to peek. Give a shot to the CS. Finally, I may add. We're trying to help our Bliska as much as possible. Find the kill on the CS. Now the city looks like we started to win it out. So 57 peeking. Do not get a do get a shot finally as well on the 57. Go behind the corner so maybe he doesn't use his repair kit. Give him another shot. Good. Pretty low roll though. We're still down slight amount of HP. The 60p has backed away to fight our 60p. And now I'm just hoping that the FV fires on something. Anything. Just not me. AMX 13 out of 5 in position. I cannot peek this. I got respotted. A 13 out of 5 hold in the angle, I would say. 1B has come here now as well to hold the angle. Can opener speaking the FV. Tough game. One B. Heavy fires, he's dead now. Let's go towards the 1B. We're gonna try and get something out of this, of course, and there's still potential for 5, but... Oh my god, 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 that was such a bad shot. That was better, however. And now we will not be able to get the kill on him. And they're still controlling 1-2 line. We know there's an AX. We know there's a 1 of 5 on 9-0 line. So we know that there's HP hiding here. We cannot really shoot it right now though. We want to go through the outside here. Past the Akpanzer. Get spotted out, that's fine. Wait here. Because this is open. Push is pulling back. I'm not sure who spotted us either, but it's okay. Move into position here to spot 140 maybe. No, not able to achieve that. This guy's getting blasted from 0 line. Maybe we should have gone for the 140 after all. We know the 1 of 5 is on 9-0 line. We know the 140 is probably going to be covering. Maybe we can go to the water. 9-0 line is going to live for a while from the enemy team. 140 is still here. Then going like this is okay because the buildings are protecting us. He's there. Okay, that's fine. We can push up now unspotted. We know the last 3 tanks are all on 9-0 line. So we are going to be going and fucking the 140. We have to be careful about it because it's not clear cut. He's probably going to keep crossing through, so we can go whole angle here. Give a good shot immediately. 4.1. We have the Sheridan pressuring him now as well. Almost. Now it's time to push up because we're going to be despotted again. A smart 140, I'll give him that much. Smart 140. I might be dead. Ooh, he low rolls. But I don't have my HP set up. I'm dead! I forgot to switch to the HP setup, and that's why I'm dead. Unfortunate, because he tracked us. So looking at it, guys, this could have been slightly better. I could have done slightly more. The mistake was not paying attention to my setup and not having the HP loadout. Alright, so we get Murovanka. Now Murovanka, oh my god. Triple marked. Crazy. How amazing. Anyways. We got Murovanka. Manticore on their side, 1 of 5 on our side. We just have to watch out a little bit for the quick heavies on their side. 277, Type 71. I can go Forest TVPs. Unlikely to go Forest too aggressively. We're gonna have to counter the Manticore here somehow. Which is not gonna be too easy whatsoever, to be honest. We have a good amount going towards the forest. We will play our usual position here, which is around the hill, to shoot potentially the Manticore if he goes too high, and we'll see what comes out from this after that, right? Here's the Manticore. He takes a shot already from the TVP. I do not have a shot. That's the good thing about the Manti for that position. It's so low to the ground. I bounced the bat, which is crazy, but okay. They have a V4 committing in. I do have a shot on that actually. Give a shot. I spotted Type 71, so I need to go back. And somehow, if we would kill the Manticore, this would be huge. I can find myself an angle on this 57. I had one. Maybe. But my 105 is running away. We can't really challenge the Manticore right now. He spotted me. Yeah, I figured. I'm 60 on the church. My 105 is going for it. That would be huge. Type 71 on the outside here. Okay, bad shot. Type 71 turns his third. Kills the 105. I give him a shot. I'm kind of alone though. So I gotta draw him back into... I don't know, different parts. He's still driving. Interesting Type 71 player. He's starting to get shot by other people, I think, as well. He's still driving again. I could use a little bit of damage on this guy. It's really hard to play the game like this, guys. This is a trend for the last recent while where people are just throwing their life away in quick succession. Like this, Type 71 for no reason. But now we have 500 HP and a lot of damage to do. It will be very hard, to be honest. Very, very hard for us. We could maybe push 0 line. We killed their V4. But yeah, we're just reduced to a passive note after the Type 71 made the play that he did. And we just have to wait now. And that's... I don't like it losing this HP early, but again... It's not my fault, actually. Cannot do much against this, personally. Altogether, so it is what it is. I wouldn't be able to shoot a 277 for a long time. Oh, that's the 105 rank. BZ's pushing down though. He's getting shot at. Question is what is shooting at him. A bad shot that I cannot shoot. A 57. I can maybe shoot him if I go here. I can. Give him a shot. Pretty confident in that hit, to be honest. Bad shot's still peeking. I still don't have a shot though. Question is, does the Badger try to run away? Because if he does, he'll be in the open to us, which is now what we need to watch out for. No, he's just gonna die. Okay. The Badger dies, and now we want to start encroaching the map a little bit, start surrounding them. Even when we get to the church, though, we will not be able to shoot the 2-7s. Oh, we will be, because he switched positions. Okay, 268v5, not in position to shoot that. I will be pretty soon though. Just auto aim it, that's completely okay. And now let's start looking for the remainders of this enemy team. It's 5-3, but we're up with pretty big chunk of HP. The 277 takes another shot. I don't want to peek him. Ooh, 57. I can shoot that, but I will not be spotted for it because of the bush in the way. So we will get our shot here. Got a good shot against him. And now the 277 is looking this way, and we are a potential one shot. So we don't really want to mess around with him yet. I opted not to shoot instantly because I thought I wouldn't be spotted, so I could play the baiting game. The TVP is all the way on the K line. Like right there somewhere. Also a little bit unexpected. I'll make a peek here against the Kranwagen, because I should be able to get away with it. Not one we can really repeat though, unless the Kran's on reload, but we have to be careful anyways. It does look like the Kran might just about be on reload, but there's an FV. Gorilla spotted as well. We TVP. For the TVP. Gorilla low HP. Now we could peek this bush though and shoot a FV with... No, we can shoot a 1-1B. We bounce that though. He outspots us instantly. Interesting. Now the question is to get some endgame damage. And this game was pretty rough again, but it's good to also show these type of games because, well, simply they are gonna happen. And there's not much you can really do about this, guys, honestly, when you're playing in this scenario. You have a Type 71 throwing away most of his HP to shoot you, right? You don't do anything against that, to be honest. If we get a shot against the RD, it's 4.5k though, and it's not really that bad at all. Auto aim, because it's fine. Oh, he's on fire, 4.5k. We will take that altogether. So when we look at it, we get a pretty decent game out of this. 4.5k, not top of the board, but close enough. So this is a slightly more difficult matchup. When you're getting this map without lights, you have to be really careful from zero line because the crossfire is the middle. You don't have to care too much about the heavies, but mainly watch to the mediums that could potentially take the hill. Like CS63 could instantly take the hill if he wants to. Outside of that, not really. We can play the middle. There's a batch at RD, which means we'll be relatively safe in the middle for the first minute of the game, roughly. Afterwards, not quite as much. But it's where we would like to start. We'll give a shot to the CS going up as well if he does decide to go. We will not wait for the CS to go up though. We'll rather go towards the rock because we shouldn't make it anyways. He is spotted. He might still go. He got spotted through the gap. He's gonna bail though. We see an E5. Good shot. Under 7. Maybe we'll get a shot here across the gap. I'm not entirely sure. We will actually. Get a secondary next shot. The next shot is here on the crossing. Unless we go for the shot here against the E3, which we do. Now we re-aim for the position here where they're going to be crossing next. We won't see the E5, but we'll see the SC2 and the can opener. Give a shot. You want to shoot as quickly as possible to be reloaded before the next guy coming in. We'll give the can opener a shot. Maybe? No. No, not reloaded for that. But the Panzer 7, the issue is that he's going to be driving out of spot. So, okay, he gets respotted by the heavies north. Good. Slightly more time to aim that because you cannot guarantee getting a shot on the second Panzer 7, who would be crossing right now, actually. We try it, because why not? Yak Panzer in the open. We do spot the Panzer 7 ourselves, though, which is a bit sad, but it's whatever. He's coming back towards the middle. Side of the third there was a plausible pen. And I want to start backing off from this, because we've got what we wanted out of this, to be honest. Because we also talked about how careful you need to be from zero line, and that's where, right now, the danger is. So the FV is spotted on that side. We will pick the crown with HE just once. Very nice 535, because none of the TDs can really hit me for this. And I'm going to do it again, actually. Got a good shot there. The 907 comes to counter us though. We do have 3k damage. He peeks us, he's peeking into RTDs. Let's hide a little bit. We do again still need to get out of this area, in my opinion. Simply because it's not good to really play. 907 peeking. Tries to make the shot, he cannot do it. Peeking the 277. And there we go. I did say he would be peeking into the TDs. Now we can see that the heavy side is kind of stalling out a little bit. The CS63 is taking zero line. E3 is a one shot. We cannot peek this because he's going to be holding the angle. Maybe the F5 kills him though. Good job, E5. And now the question is, what can we do here that is useful for me, for my battle, and for my team? Because there's not too many things. We could retake zero line, honestly. 907. We hold the angle. Maybe he repeaks. Maybe he doesn't. He does repeak. It's a mistake from him. We give him a shot. I'm still looking at the heavies here because they're looking juicy, but the crown on top of the hill is a very, very large problem. And at some point, guys, you gotta realize that some things are worth it and other things are not. And right now, challenging him is not worth it. There's a possibility that the CS will push 0 line. He's probably farming a 277 right now. He is full HP. We're not. That plays against us. But we are going to lose the heavy side. We would try to fall back to have a farm in the end game. But this will be hard nonetheless. I'm actually almost tempted to retake 0 line and pressure the CS63 myself. So that way I can actually find better farm towards the end game. I need the C5 to run away. I guess he won't. They have a Panzer 7 drowning. Interesting. I do have a Yak Panzer holding here though. There's a CS63. You just saw him knock over the 3 actually. They have nothing really in the middle that can punish. The Type 71, sure. But outside of that, everything is spotted. Or has been spotted, which means we can kind of drive through the 3s here and then hope that the FV will support us on this position here. Try to knock over as little 3s as possible so he doesn't see us coming too early. Our Yak Panzer is driving down. That's not good. Don't know why he's doing that. And there's an AV here, guys. The AV from the base moved all the way here. We have to peek though. Just on turret against the CS. And hope not to get hit by the AV. We're in close combat now as well. We can win this trade. We can all win this trade. We can all win this trade. The Type 71 has shots from the middle now. I really was hoping for the AV not to be here. Unfortunate, guys. Unfortunate. The AV moved all the way through the glacier side doing nothing. It would have been better if I just sat here and farmed off of that, to be honest with you. I mean, looking at it, we got 4.8, but this could have easily been 5 if I did do what I was supposed to do. And that makes me just a little bit sad because it was a failure on my part, to be honest. If we analyze the battle, I don't think I made any mistakes except for at the end where I repushed the CS. We should just stayed with the FV and just farmed from that. My goal was to kill the CS and then after killing the CS, create a crossfire for more damage. But I did not anticipate an FV going that way. Locked and loaded for an hour with me, guys. That's what you are. Alright, analyzing the enemy lineup. You see a lot of FVs, very scary, but doesn't really matter for you in the Leo. In the beginning, you see double STB, Leo and E50. One of those might take the middle, one of the team might take the middle, E100 mile definitely not taking the middle. On my team, similar story, but better TDs for Ruenberg. We are going to be playing towards the middle first. You can start numerous positions if you want to here. You can start next to the house, which is what we're going to do first. Aim towards the middle, then afterwards we're going to either take or stay, depending on what we feel like doing. But you just go here, you get ready. You miss him, which is unfortunate because it was a good shot. And you see that nobody of the enemy team is taking middle. They have a batch of ID, so they're not reloaded either, so nothing to really worry about. And now seeing this, you know that you can just take back towards... He's crossing over altogether. EBR is in the middle of the map. EBR is repushing our EBR. Interesting. STBs are pushing 0 line. I would like to give a shot to this EBR though. Give him a shot so our guy can win. And now you see that the mouse is actually in the open. The STB is already pushed up though. Take a shot from the Rhino. Can't really do anything about that. But now we're gonna start. I think we probably got spotted by the E50M, so we're gonna wait a little bit. We're gonna start farming the mouse. So we're playing, we hit that. Beautiful shot. He does go D-spotter, which is pretty sad for us. We know that we had an angle towards the E50M, so I'm tempted to try and exploit this. Cannot exploit this because we get spotted, but we do win the trade initially. Lost a little bit of HP here, we gotta be careful. E100 pushing across. The issue is that I'm still spotted. Wait as long as possible. Peek. Give him a shot on the side. And they're pushing city, but that is not going to work for them. If the mouse is pushed in that lane... Ooh, Rhino crossing. I'm not ready for this. I am not ready for this. But they're pressuring that lane. I am very tempted now to do this. Which is simply actually run away. Why? Well, because I like donating to the STB, of course, guys. That's why. Anyways, but outside of that, we are not winning zero line. And there is damage pushing up on the city. We are not winning zero line. So... we're simply not... we're not winning it. And you don't want to sit there and die. Now they're pushing in over these guys as well. The 183 pushes around the corner. He dies. Where to go? Where to go? Where to go? E4 peeking wide as well. Makes the kill there. The E3 is still holding this angle though. So we have that at least. But we do want to start getting some shots on these heavies. 23 is a bit too passive for my liking. One of them are looking. Gotta be keeping attention to the E4. He went ahead and fired. None of them were looking, but by the time I peeked, they were looking. Please, please, bro, please. Why are you sitting here, my man? Ay. Can't really do much anymore right now against him. The 183 is also refusing to peek at all, as he's protecting his HP. Try to get a shot against E4, doesn't work out. He's peeking wide. Lets the shot go, doesn't connect it, however. We're about to get flanked by mediums, though, which is the way bigger issue here. Give a shot against the heavy. Hide behind our heavy. Kill the heavy. Even 100 is dead. Dodge the E4, hopefully. And now we need somebody to pressure this mouse. It should be our E3 doing it, but he doesn't want to. Gotta be keep paying attention to the E4 peeking at all times. I really wish somebody here would pressure this mouse. I mean, this guy is doing it. I don't know if the mouse made it all the way behind the corner. He could have, potentially. Could also still be here, but he could have made it fully back. No, he didn't make it fully back. Frontal turret. That's a pen. Be careful from that peak over there as well. We can push up a little bit and try and find an alternative angle. He's gonna peek. Turning too much. Make the kill. FV crossing over now. Has to be pushing him behind us. H3 reload. Hit the FV. STB is there. E4 is there. There could be a 183 coming behind us at some point, but consider this not too likely right now. We could go hold the angle against the E4. We are safe from the STB. We're not safe from the STB. We missed that shot. E4 fired. I can't do anything against that STB. It did seem like he was pushing up though. Weirdly enough. I have to just accept the fact that if the 183 comes behind me, I'm dead. Or I hold the shot for him coming behind me, so I do 4.8. There's the STB. He's not watching us. Missed the shot, sadly. That's pretty sad. And there is the 183. Unfortunate, but we cannot do much. We have too many teammates that are passive in this. So roughly 6 games here was 6k. Over the whole session, I can tell you it was an average of 5k. So pretty good, to be honest. I hope you guys enjoyed the games itself. I made it roughly 1 hour this time. Now we're going to get into the technical aspect, equipment, field mods, crew skills, etc. This is something maybe not interesting to you, but potentially interesting to the viewers. So, equipment setups, guys. I have two setups. This is my main one. It is HP, Vents, Rammer, and a Rammer Directive. Rammer Directive is to compensate for field mods, but about that later. This is my main one. This is a multi-purpose lineup that can both brawl and still semi-decently snipe away. I like the HP because it's just good to have, especially because you cannot really play your Leo as a sniper most of the time. It's just IMO a good thing. Not getting tracked in one shot like you saw in the Erlenberg battle is a good thing that can really help you in scenarios across your battles that you're going to be playing. I'm a loadout. I mean, I have quite a lot of HEs. I will say, however, that even I fall for this quite often, that using high explosive guys is a bait most of the time. Yes, it can be very, very worthwhile, but you do have to remember that if you bounce even a single high explosive shell that you would have penned with APCR, you would need to hit 4 more HE shells basically to compensate for the damage you lost out on. So I would say only use it if you're basically certain that it's going to be penetrating. However, second setup that I like to use, and this is specifically for Mali Proco, basically, mainly for Proco even, because you're not really brawling. Improved aiming, Vents, Rammer, improved aiming directive. The ultimate sniper setup, there's not much else behind it. You have the best possible accuracy you could imagine in the world, and it's just very, very, very good for that. Those are the setups and why I use them. Now, let's get into the field mods. Medium field mods are really, really easy, and I'll hide the camera for this, don't you worry. This is always a given. Always, 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 always. Doesn't really need to be explained. The upside is so good compared to the downside, you're always going to be taking it. Aiming circle size is better than dispersion during movement and will always be, because it's just a better effect. So it's always worth it. Then here I take the reverse speed, and I lose a little bit of camo, because even without any camo, I still have this, which is almost like a heavy tank, but I don't have any camo trained. Then here I take, normally I take, well, actually, let's go over it. All of these three are usable. You can pick left and then compensate it with a Rammer Directive, or you can pick right and compensate it with a Rammer Directive. You can also pick left and just take a Vent Directive. Or you can take neither. All three are options. I like going to the right one and then compensating it with a Rammer Directive. But that's just me, the sweaty little tryhard. And then here, honestly, aiming speed, engine power, it doesn't really matter much. You could play engine power, which I think is what I play most of the time. Just for this video, I used right, but generally I would play left. But it's very, very straightforward with the Leo when it comes to equipment and field mods, because medium field mods are not ones that have a lot of variety in it, except for those last two. And even those you could just skip. Here is the part where most of you will disagree with, to be honest. I understand this, but this is specifically catered to my playstyle. Now, if I was you, I probably would replace, for example, emergency with camo. If I was you. This is definitely something that is possible. The order here is not ideal either. I will show you the order that I would do if I was you as a regular player. Probably something along the lines of, well, probably this. You still have full view range with the vent setup without recon. So it's just a bonus in my setup. Then recon, coordination, and then you can finish it off with emergency if you want to, or sound detection. I would go sound detection. That is for more casual setup for you. This I would keep the same. I wouldn't change that. And then here, when we go over this again, there's a few very... you can go camo here at this point, then Deadeye, then Snapshot, then Designated Target in that order, because Deadeye is just really nice to have for that extra critical. You can also switch it with Snapshot, completely fine. And then here for the driver, when we get into this, we go for if I was you, and you could already train it here, to be honest, in your normal setup. And then I would go, believe it or not, smooth right, or switch that with smooth right this way. Then I would always take controlled impact, believe it or not, because you can get rammed. You can also ram with the Leo. It's just a really, really good skill to have. Honestly, even on a medium tank, controlled impact is very, very strong, even as a non-armored medium tank. And then here, of course, this, I would just make this via repairs camo. Then I would still go towards intuition. Then I would go to adrenaline rush, and then I would go to ammo tuning in that order for you. And I think that covers the basics of the cruise skills. I think I've explained anything. If there's any questions, put them down below in the comments. I hope you guys enjoyed this masterclass video on the Leo 1, and it will help you in your games and teach you maybe a different way to play the Leo that you have not seen before. And I hope to see you guys all for the very, very next one. Thank you for watching.